Oh yeah, here we go. Finally doing this again. It's been forever, so you have to bear with me because I also had to change computers and everything. All that fun stuff. Alright. So, yeah, here's obviously the tier list. Gonna be, I will say, in advance, I usually do have like a 0 second delay. I did not set that up before starting this stream, so there is like a 15-second delay. So if I am like delayed responding to you, that would be why. Not too bad though. I'll get to it as quick as possible. And yeah, so here's all of the quick note about the tier list. First of all, you will see that we have two IVI logos. This will be for the main team and for the cadets. They currently have the exact same they currently have the same logo, so you can't really tell, so you'll know by whichever one is placed higher. $10 says F1 gonna disband after 2 games. You know what? We can have people start placing bets. Hi Gamma. We can have people start placing bets. Who's gonna disband first, Rebel or F1? They're gonna be racing to disband. But yeah, so that's there. Also, this is every team that I looked through and looked relevant. Sorry to other teams, but this is everyone that's kind of relevant to me. F3 isn't chopped. Yeah, F3 isn't chopped. I don't know why people like say that here. I also have the standings over here. I'm on dark mode. I'm not blinding everyone. Rebel disband. Yeah, here's the thing about Rebel. So I don't know how many of you know this, but I was on Rebel and originally was gonna be with them for the season, but I ended up leaving because stability, and I'm kind of traumatized from Spectral with everyone leaving like last second, and then we dropped from top diamond to like the bottom of gold 2 seasons in a row. And I really don't want to play Challenger Cup again. But Rebel, so they did seem a little unstable, of course, because you know it's Rebel. But I have heard from Darius that they are playing a lot more now. A lot more than they were. I don't know how much a lot is, you know, a lot for Rebels, like 3 scrims. Forgot Rebels back. Chaka, they disbanding first. Yeah, that's... They're definitely going to be... I do feel like they're going to be gone. So here's my thing. I feel like they're going to get ranked, get mastered, or wherever they get. If they play their games correctly and they play them good, I feel like they'll be at the top. Or just up there in general, top 10 at least. And then I have a feeling once school starts back, people's availabilities will go down, and then it'll start going downhill from there, and then people will start leaving Rebel. That's personally what I think. I could be completely wrong. I would love to see myself be wrong, because Rebel's always been a great team. They just haven't been able to stick around because of bans, false bans, what else? Availability issues. That was the thing last time, and Baymask's terrible internet. Disconnecting mid-game. Gonna disband after losing 2 matches. Yeah, so I don't think they'll disband after losing 2 matches. I think they'll disband the second they drop out of top 10. That's what I feel like will happen. Or if there's a match that's like, this team is terrible, they go in with that mentality, and they lose, I feel like it's gone the second that happens. I feel like Silo would be one of the first people to leave. Why not? Rebel is also the biggest crash outs. Yeah, that's my point leading into that. I feel like the second anything happens like that, they're gone. Why not add my team Onyx? Beat majority of teams Onyx. I can add Onyx real quick. Like I said, this is all the teams that I've seen. I haven't heard much about. Are you guys active currently? Let's see. Oh, do you have a special character? You do have a special character. There we go. Yeah, you're not active. See, I was mostly looking through active teams other than Pantheon, because Pantheon I just specifically remembered is trying to come back. That's actually not bad look. Oh, it's Ivis's team. Oh, yeah, this is actually a solid looking roster, I'm not gonna lie. Stewart's a demon. I think Ragnarok's making top 10. Yeah, Stewart's actually pretty... He's actually gotten a lot better since last time I've seen him. Yeah, no, definitely, yeah, I'll definitely add this one. Here, let me go in and edit this real quick. Edit. And we'll add this one. All right. All right, we have Onyx added. Are there any other teams while we're here doing this? Ray's underrated. Only lost one scrim to Fire. Almost won. Stewart. Yeah, there are a lot of people that have actually gotten, like, significantly better. And there's a lot of people, it's like, for me personally, I'm like, I play better when I play with better people. I know that just sounds like I'm getting carried or whatever, but I genuinely play so much better. That's how I feel like people like Stewart, Daxi. Daxi plays really well when he's with good people. Trick. Who else? Who else is like that? Tux. You're like that. You're very much like that. I've seen you go terrible with terrible teammates and then great with better teammates, especially in ranked and stuff. Reaver's like that. He actually came from the team I'm currently on. Only reason we got rid of him was because of his mental. I wasn't a fan of how he just disagreed with everything that IGL said. If he didn't think it was right. Beat Ragnarok not too long ago. Second they lose by 2 rounds, it's over. Yeah, that's how I feel. A lot of teams are like that. The second they start losing, it's like, oh, it's the end of the world. Woe is me. We should be beating this team. And that's the thing. You can't be going into every single, like, scrim or whatever expecting to win. Like, you can obviously go in, like it's like if you're Acer or IVI, teams that are already established, it's like, okay, we're going to go in expecting to win. But you still need to play like you're able to lose. That's the thing that a lot of people don't understand. Like, whenever I'm not in the scrim with Republic, the team I'm currently on, it's always, they'll get up by like 6-1, they'll get up 6-2, and then they'll just completely choke the lead because it's like, these guys are too easy, we're going to relax, and then they start losing. Mental doesn't go bad on the team, thankfully, because we've worked a lot on that. But the second, for most teams, especially teams like Rebel or Ragnarok, it's the second you start losing those easy wins that starts mental chalking and then chalks your gameplay as well. Anarchy. I've seen Anarchy like all over the place. Yeah, it's like Tronics teams. I think we've played them before. I can't remember. I think we've played them once. They're actually pretty decent. I don't know. Have any of you guys played Anarchy? How would you think Anarchy is going to do? Because for me personally, I feel like Anarchy is kind of I feel like they're a mid to top diamond rage team, kind of like where Restart was when they kind of finished. I feel like they're going to be around this area right here. Mental isn't bad. Likes teamwork. Whereas an entry or flag or anything, solos, he's good. Yeah. So here's the thing. Whenever, because I like to do all sorts of stupid plays just to catch people off guard. I think the biggest thing that kind of got him done with us was I called for a play on Arctic to go from the top to clear out roams and make our way down. And he just kind of entered on his own and got mad when we left him alone. He just didn't listen to me much, but that's fine. People can do what they want. He probably likes more loose gameplay, like kind of how Rebel is. Just played them on F1. Scores are 6-7-7 far. Okay, yeah, so Yeah, Blue. Right now, I'm not gonna lie. I feel like F1 in its current state, it can get better. I feel like in its current state, I feel like it's a mid to high, like the lower middle end of high diamond. Like personally, that's where I currently think F1 is based off the stats I've seen, because I haven't played it. I have no idea. But just based off the stats I've seen, Anarchy will fall, EOS, still in CC winter phase. Yeah, here's the thing. CC winter phase doesn't mean jack diddly squat, because if you win CC, it's either you super dominated and you're the greatest team in the planet under the master teams, or the format, which this is in most cases, the format's absolutely terrible, and we are hoping to rework the format. Hopefully. I've talked to several people about it. We want to get it reworked. Hopefully. The format's pretty terrible, and it can allow for bad teams to get placed higher by playing worse teams and beating them. So I really hope that changes. I really want a single elimination type format. Single elim and CC would be incredible. And it will be like formatted the same way finals is, where it's like the best team plays the worst team and so on. I feel like that would be the most fair to the people who worked hard to play higher in the ladder. Basically suits and Empire players. Yeah. Which, in all honesty, Empire was actually pretty good. I don't know if IDOT... Does anyone know if IDOT and Cohen are remaking? Anyone know if it's going to be remade? Because these three players alone have some great chemistry together. They have some phenomenal chemistry. And Cohen's actually a pretty good shooter. CC taking 2 months to finish. Bob, okay, Bob. Wait. What are you doing here? Taking 2 months to finish. Dude, CC would go by quicker. What do you mean? It's single elimination. CC would finish up so much quicker than what it normally does. Cohen trying out for your team. Gotcha. What was that again? Yeah. Yeah, CC would finish a lot quicker than what it does now if it was single elim. I'm not gonna lie. You'd only need to do single rounds. Not when I say formatted the same way finals is, I mean formatted in the sense where every single thing is single elim, except or single round, except for the Rays gotcha, except for the last round. Because in the last round, obviously you won a best of 3 between the top 2 teams of it. I also feel like it would be a lot more interesting to watch, because just watching CC in the format it is right now just isn't, personally, it isn't my favorite thing to watch. It can be interesting if there's a team you're rooting for, like back when like Devalor and Wipeout played. I really enjoyed watching those CC games. That's another thing, talking about Devour and teams like that. I really hope teams stick around. Like, there's always, oh, we didn't get high enough, oh, we're gonna disband. Teams legit need to just stick around and they'll be master. Like, all it takes is, like, think Acer. Acer has been a team since season 0. They've been a team since the start. They got all the best players from preseason. They're like, hey, we played together. We really enjoyed this. Let's make a team. They made a team. They dominated everyone. And now they got people like Kazex, LFT, Kai's on there, J-Bro. J-Bro came from another game. But it's just all that, them playing together, the chemistry is crazy. And yeah, they've had roster changes, and it's okay to do roster changes, but they don't do them often. It's usually kind of an end of season thing after season's over, or if they make a couple adjustments here and there. Like, if teams would stick around, they would be so much better. Like, Empire, as much as it, like, pains me to say it, because I'm not a huge fan of, like, oh, Empire's not that great. Their teamwork is so good that if they just stayed a team for a while, they could legit just... I mean, they're already top 8. They already finished top 8, but they could be a top 6 team. They can contend it. Havoc Season 3 got 5th place and everyone went to different good teams. Yeah, that's my point. Like, Blue, that's... You would know Havoc, obviously. J-Rose Pop 1 player? Gotcha. Yeah, some Pop 1 players have some insane aim, I'm not gonna lie. But yeah, legit, like, the Havoc thing as well. It's because people see the shiny Master Star, they're like, okay, they're already established, and they just run to them. Like, for example, I'm gonna call out Speed here. Oh, Jim's Joy's back on Valor, that's sweet. Speed was gonna be on Republic with us. We scrimmed Valor, we won first map set. Never ran this roster, by the way, and had continuous roster changes. We won 7-5 first map. Granted, they didn't have their full starting roster. And then we lost like 3-7 the next map, something like that. And he was like, he's going to stick. But then Valor offered them. It's the same thing that happened to Havoc. Other teams are like, oh, shiny established Master Star. We're just going to go there immediately to play the safe game. But if they would just stay a team, they could stay like Fusion. Fusion was about to disband and join several other teams, and then they all got back together again. And then if they just stay there, then they'll stay in the top. Like, Fusion is still going to be a top team. More teams need the Valor approach. Yeah, I agree about that's how like Republic is right now. Because if we go to my team, if we go to it right now, if you look on this, no one on here is a phenomenal player except like Beam has great aim. I have that top experience. Cup is pretty good. But looking over it, it's all pretty basic, but it's literally just the chemistry and just stick together, play as good as we can. Like, I personally think we're going to be a top team. It's just because, like, that mental of we're going to just stick together, we're going to get plays down. That's how Valor is. Valor, Crimson literally takes some of the worst players in the game and turns them into great players just because they stick together. Hot take, Hello Speed has the best aim in the game. That is not a hot take, Tugs. He does have the best aim in the game, and that's why I put him on the team to begin with. And then that's why I went over to Valor. He has not the greatest game sense, but he has the best aim in the game. Like, if you don't think he does, that's just insanity. This guy is like Prime Hotline without the game sense. Like, I'm not gonna lie. His onward aim definitely translated over to Breachers. All right. We can start getting some of these in. Now that we've talked about some teams. I'm gonna need opinions from you guys too as well, because we're all kind of building this together. And I haven't seen everyone play, obviously. Like, I haven't seen Fire play before. Always been more game sense than aim. Yeah, I'm the same way. I'm a way more game sense than aim. I'm a lot more methodical. Genuinely cooked him in Onward, then moved to Breachers to still get cooked. That's rough. That's rough. All right. Well, first of all, obviously, I think we can skip the glaze and just throw Acer to High Master. That's not going to change. I still believe they are very much going to be the #1 team. I highly believe that's not going to change. That's unless some team pulls a miracle, Acer is just staying up there. That is an undisputed fact. As much as I hate to say it, I love Acer. Like, I love Kha'Zix is great. I'm good friends with Kha'Zix. I love Sleepy, Ron, Tech, Kai, LFT. But good lord, I need another team to be top. I'm so tired of it being Acer and IVI. Like, I want to see something like Fusion go to the top, or like Valor be at the very top. Like, that would be awesome. Just something to change it up. Like 2 seasons ago, dude, that was awesome when Acer stopped playing the game as much. IVI and Valor deserve top 2. I agree. IVI is kind of just at the top though, let's be honest. They've been fighting Acer. But yeah, like, oh my gosh, I need a new person. I need Acer to stop playing the game again so they start dropping a little. Yeah, let's look at the history. Get all those casts. I'm not gonna lie, I was so upset when this IVI Acer game was not casted. That was so sad. But yeah, like teams can definitely do it. Like I know Acer had a bit of an off game there, but Valor beat Acer, IVI beat Acer. Yeah, so IVI lost pretty badly to Acer, and then Kazakh just joined Acer. They made some roster changes. I know there were some mental issues going on. It's all fixed now, though. And then IVI went back and they beat Acer. Like, IVI and Acer are contesting each other. I just need these games to be closer. I need Valor, and I need Valor and F3 to lock in and start taking the top. Fusion actually shocked me when they got to the top. I'm not gonna lie. I saw this team and I was like, that's not gonna be top. And then they were. They surprised me. So they very much good too. Valor and Acer were neck and neck. Genuinely think Valor with their new pickups. Yeah, honestly, I feel like Valor's gonna be. I feel like they're gonna be consistently in the top 3. Valor could have been at the top, but their team kind of got scrambled this offseason. So here's the thing. They had a lot of roster changes because people couldn't just play the game anymore. Like, Ice Beast left. Red went to Fire. Yeah, Red went to Fire. That's going to be interesting. They lost people. But Jim's joined back. They now have Lynx. They have Speed. I feel like, so if Wound keeps playing, because I know he's kind of getting a little bit, he got a little bit bored at some point. He might start playing a little more now. I'm not sure. But I feel like the Speed and Wound entry combo could be kind of nasty. I'm not going to lie. And then Lynx and Crimson on support, and then probably put Jims as a support entry. I feel like that lineup would be actually nasty. All right, Acer at the top. All right, Chaos Casters, obviously, High Master team above Acer. Who all is on that? When Gravy asked me, it was like him, Bob, Martini, Shimi. That's a very full team. Gravy, Plague, Bob, Gravix, Martini, Rip. We got an older guys player. Wound isn't that good, at least when I tried out for them. Better scores than him all the times I played. Yeah, Wound hasn't been playing the game that much recently because he's been feeling kind of off. I think if he that's why I said if he starts to lock in, he would be a lot better because people are getting used to his dummy swinging. But if he does it with speed, I feel like it could be deadly because then they're playing off each other for refrags the same way Acer kind of plays those double refrags. Yeah, Rip the Cord. That's so interesting. Yeah, Chaos Caster. That's gonna be something. I legitimately they're not doing play against Chaos Casters. They weren't good because they don't play. Old Gravy is scary. Yeah, Old Gravy is terrifying. Dude, back in Team Deathmatch days, like when his name was Team Deathmatch, dude, he was absolutely terrifying. PlaySpace removed did wonders. Yeah, no, PlaySpace removed, you could instantly tell who it nerfed. Especially the people that hold their guns down at their pelvis the whole time. That just like naturally aim like that now. It's crazy. Yeah, Chaos Casters is gonna be gold. It's gonna be like Brug. It's gonna be low. It's gonna be top gold, low diamond consistently. You know, just because I really like them and I have caster's bias, I'm gonna put them in low diamond right now. All right. 2 teams down. A lot more to go. We can also look at rosters. Who is on Ragnarok? I've never actually looked at the roster before. Here, let's look. Let's go to Rayag. I can spell. There they are. Oh, they're directly under us. Stewart, Stalemate, Wave, Saxton, Q. Who is the Q? Who is this guy? I've seen him all over the place. Rank F1 next. I got you. But who, like, Realm 1, some team that never got placed. Who is this kid? Because I've seen him kind of pop off in, like, some things every now and then. Sunset is silver. We'll see when we get there. We'll take a look at it. Silver is kind of a crazy statement, though. You have to try to be silver. Oh, I know who that is. Thank you, Tux. Yeah. No, he's definitely... Q's definitely good. He's improved a lot. He's definitely one of those... I say upcoming. He's played the game for a bit now. But up-and-coming players that I feel like is going to start being looked at by other teams. All right. F1. Let's take a look at good old F1. Let's pull up the roster. So funny seeing Formula 1... Formula 18. What is this? Hold on. Side quest. Is it just some random... I genuinely thought there was going to be some sort of spin-off team. No, it's just some random guy. All right. Formula 1. Blue, Mango, Deffy. Deffy, okay. Deffy is underrated. F1 mid-diamond. Don't see a whole lot of potential. Dang, Blue, you hear that? You see what Tux said? Mid-diamond's crazy. Mithras. Tiger. Oh, it's just Joa. Splez. That's a very interesting roster. I will definitely say that Blue, Mango, Deffy, and Splez are your best players. What's your main lineup right now, Blue? If I were to guess, it would be Mango, Blue, Deffy, Splez, and Joa. You got your finalist skin? Real. Yeah, I don't even have one of those. Can't stay on a team for more than 2 seasons. Yeah, you're right. Well, to be fair, that is most players. Once again, if teams just stay teams, they'll get better. Just people don't understand that. They want the instant gratification. If the team doesn't work out one season, why would it work the next? That's the mentality that they have. But yeah, who's that main lineup? I'm very interested. If I hit the nail on the head with that lineup, that's awesome. Mango, Blue, Deffy, Splez, Joa. Blue, Deffy, Splez, Joa. Mithras? Luna's Labco over Mango. Mango's bad? What? Since when are we calling Mango bad? I thought Mango was a pretty decent player. Is he not a decent player? That's crazy. Wow. I didn't realize he was one of your worst players. That's funny. That's really funny. Okay, Mithras. How is Mithras's mental on the team? Mango butt. All right. Skin by riding on bench. All right. All this hate being thrown at Mango. How is Luna's mental though? Because anytime I play with him, the second anything happens, he starts crashing out. Or like beating himself up about it. I'd 100% like R3 if Beam didn't hate me so much. Talk crap to Bronzy, and he told me to drop it. Said you're not my dad or captain. Yo, Tykes, that's crazy. He's so mad about that. That's definitely interesting. Beam doesn't normally hate people, at least from my experience. Good, pretty chill. Yeah, he is definitely a chill person. I'm just interested to see what is meant. I'm just very, very interested. Because I've ran ranked with him in Curve several times. And it's like anytime something would happen, he'd start beating himself up about it because he wouldn't be like performing to what he wanted. I don't know. That's an interesting lineup. Who is Salty Jack? Who is this? They've never been on a team before. Is this just some random you're letting ride the bench for a finalist skin? Is that what this is here? Tiger's always been butt, but he doesn't play the game at all. Yeah, no, Tiger's actually good at the game when he plays consistently. Tiger's actually pretty good at the game. We had Tiger. This is going to sound bad, but we had Tiger on the team. Onward player, yeah. I'm not going to lie. I completely forgot that Tiger Claw was on the team for a bit. We had him on for a little bit when I think just before or right after we put Ninja Tim on the team. Which is a mistake. Him and Beckham did not get along. F1 is not finalist. Yo. Not a finalist? You don't think they can win CC, Gamma? Seriously, we got to figure out where we're putting F1, though. That's an interesting lineup. Have you guys played anyone in the top at all? Okay. Just based off of roster alone, I know nothing about this team. And I'm just looking at the roster. I'm like, okay, these are these players. I know their experience. I know how they play. This is where I'm putting F1. I feel like F1 will kind of be that team that kind of floats up at the, that kind of floats at the top, right around here, but doesn't actually, like, break it. Played Anarchy and Tide. People who get called bad and talk about their finalists are pathetic. That's crazy. He does have a skin, though. But he does have a skin. Let's be honest. All right. But yeah, do you think that's fair, Blue? Do you think that's fair? Hi, Diamond. Because I haven't seen y'all play or anything. That's just where I would currently put F1. Who's next? Rag. Okay, hold on. Let's get easy ones out of the way real quick. F3. That's not easy. Hold on. Lower top. Shoot, I don't know. All right, let's put IVI High Master under Acer. Don't mind. Gotcha. Never equip my finalist skin because Cohen has it too. Say hi, Diamond. They're starting 5, play all games. Yeah. It definitely has a factor too. Everyone actually playing all the time. You know what I'm also interested in? F3 Low Master. Here, we'll put them there and then talk about it in a second. I'm interested in seeing how the C4s are going to be. Because I feel like those would be... Explosives are already insane in Breachers. Like, trip mines aren't that great if you're, like, constantly looking out for them and stuff. But I feel like C4s will be so overpowered, especially for players like me, who like to set up utility and rat spots and just play off of it. Because I feel like if you distract someone enough to make them chase you, they're just dead. Instantly. What's your guys' opinion on it? I genuinely think C4 is going to be devastating to this game. Unless it's like super easy to hear and stuff because you can put C4 virtually anywhere. Onyx plastic is crazy. F3 is better than this new Valor. That I honestly would put F3 and Valor in the same boat. So think about this. When we say low Master, just keep in mind there are 8 teams in Master. You have to remember there are 8 teams. It's not just what's here. It's actually 8 teams. So it's from Empire up. That is what is considered MMR Master. That's considered what's Master in MMR terms. Top 8. More free kills. Crazy. Tux can't take a joke. Yo, quit the beef, y'all. Holy, chill out. Starting a war in my chat. Holy. Valor High Diamond is a crazy statement, though. I'm not gonna lie, Tux. Tux. But yeah. Who do you think's better though? F3 or Valor right now? Here, let's see. Because F3 at lane was actually pretty good. Snoop bot. Bot is coming back to the game, which actually makes me really happy. I miss bot. Prime bot was insane. Toast, Jekyll, Reaps, Ace. They do have the Ace, which is interesting, because I know Acer wanted the Ace at one point. But I guess they're keeping Kai over Ace. Such a skilled player. D1 flanker and corner camper. If they get kills and help you win, they get kills and help you win. It doesn't matter. That's why I hate people that say like, oh, this kid is so corny. If you're dying to this kid being a cornball, who's the better player? Let's be honest. Like, honestly. Valor right now due to some factors? Yeah. Because Valor did just make roster changes, but I feel like Valor's going to be better than F3. Overall, F3 has better gun skill, but Valor is such a good strategy. And Snoop is a decent IGL, but he's only like a great... He isn't a great IGL when it comes to adapting to scenarios, in my opinion. The best calls he make are the ones where it's like, hey, let's flank this site really fast. Valor, Snoop, and Toast probably be their... Valor, Snoop, and Toast... Even then, Hello Speed will 100% be winning those gunfights. Oh, yeah. Hold on, am I sped? No, this is bot. This is an angel. Who should take up 3 player spots on a VRML roster is a crazy statement. Yo. What did Snoop do to you? Holy. There are 3 roster spots. Yo. But yeah, this is actual bot. I don't even mean bot's just Angel. It's bot. I wish Angel would consistently play again. He was wanting to come back, and then he just didn't. F3's roster history is kind of crazy, I'm not gonna lie. That is a wild roster. Roster history. I miss Sweeze. Sweeze was insane, then just out of nowhere just stopped playing the game. Why do they sound the exact? Swear Bot was Angel? No. Bot and Angel are 2 different people. I played with both of them back in Echo. And then they came and made F3. Yeah, Bot and Angel are different. Angel's more soft-spoken than Bot, in my opinion. Can't imagine saying F3 will be better. Valor has some of the smartest players to touch the game. Few fraggers. My king's Reaps the Havoc carry. Daddy 2 chance the goat. Oh my gosh, bro. I wish Terminator would get back into the game again. Terminator, holy! I cannot speak! Holy English, Terminator was really good. Yeah, Daddy Two Chins. Tanky's retired? I thought Tanky was joining another team. I guess he is. Interesting. Very interesting. But yeah, I think it's a safe play to put Valor above F3 right now. Currently, F3 is better than Valor. When season starts, Valor is gonna be better than F3. Super Andrew changed the meta this season, I promise. Shadow made it into the big leaves. Played with Term on MCM. Super Andrew is such a nice kid. I met him at VRML Con. I actually got his signature. I know. Crazy. Tanky playing only Veil again. Tanky play. See that? I didn't know Tanky played Veil. Tanky seems like the kind of player that would like talk really bad about Veil. I don't know why. I didn't see him being a Veil player. Because he was more of a strategy guy in Breachers, and I feel like Veil's more of a run and gun type of game. It didn't look very strategic whenever I saw it at VRMLCon. Alright, F1. Alright. We have 4 more master spots, by the way. We have 4 more. Keep in mind, high master is top 4, low master is the bottom 4. This is 1 through 4, this is 5 through 8. You know what? I think I might actually put Valor and F3 up here, because this right now, we're just going to say this is top 4 right now. We can make adjustments in a second. That fair? Oh, yeah, Gamma, I got you. Talks bad about it, still plays it. Yeah, sounds like Tanky. He did the same thing for Breachers. That's what Kha'Zix does too, bro. Talks so bad about it. Fire will be low master. Let me take a look at Fires. Guess we're doing Fire next. Alright, Fire. Low master team, maybe high diamond. I've heard all this great stuff about Fire. Haven't actually seen them play. Dusty, BLW, Cracker. Ooh, Cracker's playing again. Yeah, Red went there. I knew that. Runny, Blur, Peak, Zen. You think this will be a low master team? Like, honest opinion. Just based off of the, just based off of roster alone, this doesn't look like a low master team to me. They could very well surprise me. Are they like actually, are they genuinely good? That would be awesome. I know if Peak plays, he's pretty good. Like if he plays consistently, he's pretty good at the game. Runny has been getting a lot better. His aim's pretty good. And he's actually starting to get some game sense. Red is good. Dusty's good. Beaten F3, Ive Guy, Acer, Valor, and Scrims. Who is BLW? Is this just some random kid that's just like crazy? He was on Zero in Suits? Have I just ignored this player's existence? He was BLW there. MLG. He was BLW there. I've completely ignored this guy. Boo and Gamma's team play each other. I would cast that. I'm not gonna lie. I would community cast that scrim. Do it a day I'm available. I'll watch it. I've completely ignored BLW. That is so sad. I am so sorry, dude. BLW is actually good. Yeah, I believe it. No, I've seen clips. He actually looks like a decent player. What's main lineup then? BLW. I'm assuming BLW, Red, Runny, Peak Dusty or Peak Blur? Worst lag in the game, Blue. Okay. So we're already complaining about lag. The servers are pretty terrible right now, though. I 2-bar in Atlanta sometimes, and I'm just above Georgia. I should be having like 20 ping. Every now and then I do. Sometimes it spikes to 80 to 100 though. It's kind of crazy. What's Fire's main though? Does anyone know? Dusty, BLW, Cracker, Red, Runny. Cracker? Is R3 LFP? Not asking for a tryout. I'll get to you in a second. I feel like Cracker's a fill for... I feel like Cracker would be a fill. I feel like it would be kind of weird to not run Peak or Blur. Unless they just don't play much anymore, then it's fine. Yeah, that's definitely very solid. So where do you guys want them? You want them Low Master or High Diamond right now? Low Master or High Diamond? I'll put them Low Master. Okay, the R3 LFP. No, we're not looking for players, but I am currently looking at players, if you know what I mean. Our roster is pretty set right now, but there are players that I'm currently looking at to hopefully get in the future. Some poaching. Low Master? Alright, yeah, that's fair. They have a pretty cool logo, too. Do you know if they made that or, like, AI generated it? But that's actually a pretty sick... That's a fire logo. Yeah, that's... I had to. I was originally going to say fire, and then realized it was a joke, and then didn't want to say it, and then said it anyway. Do Anarchy. Are you poaching players? I don't know if I should say this. There is a player... Okay, so... This is just kind of a known thing. I am wanting to bring Darius with me. Deftones. Since, you know, we've been on a team for a while, we want to be on the same team. We're just torn between Rebel and R3. I'm currently more for R3. He's currently more for Rebel. If Rebel disbands, he's coming straight to R3. If they stay together, but they play bad, then he might come to R3. It's an unknown, but I really want to poach Darius. And then there is someone else I'm looking at that I cannot say because I do not want to hurt their chances at being on the team that they're currently on. Anarchy next. All right, Anarchy. Once again, sorry for the delay. I'm trying my best here. It'll be gone next stream. It'll be gone. Hold on, let's pull up the, what am I doing? Let's pull up their team roster. Anarchy. Do you raise trust? I don't know. We don't really have a spot for raise, I'm not gonna lie. I look at more at who's good at what specific role rather than just who's the best player, if you know what I mean. High Diamond, it's just Empire. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, you are spot on with that. This is 100% a High Diamond team. I don't think there's a debate on that. I would say mid to High Diamond because I feel like they're gonna hit High Diamond and then play some Master teams, drop to mid Diamond, and just keep bouncing like that. I feel like they're just gonna kind of bob up and down between high and mid, and then finish in the upper Diamond. Who's Anthony? Who is this? Oh. Wait. The purple logo. Yeah, that doesn't help me at all. Blitzkrieg. Beru doesn't help me at all. Demon, thank you. Both of you at the same time. Alright, yeah, Demon's actually pretty good. Gotta be, tell me what I missed when I get back. Well, I'm not gonna know exactly what you'll miss because, you know, the like 15-second stream delay. Unfortunate. But I will try my best. We've been going kind of slow through these people, but we'll get faster when we get to easier people. Yeah, Anarchy is definitely high diamond. Now, here's the thing. Is Anarchy better or worse than F1? I feel like F1's better than Anarchy. Personally, I feel like if they played each other, F1 would be better. That's just what I think. Do we agree? Are we in agreement on that? Gamma, blue. I'm waiting for this delay is killing me. And then it's slightly longer for you guys. I was about to say. Blue, what do you think? Oh yeah, you already said that the tie the scrim. I feel like overall F1's better than Anarchy. I'm just gonna say, yeah, F1, yeah. Yep. Yeah. Who next? Fusion. Are we in agreement that Fusion is about 5th? The top of Low Master? I still see them play as much as they normally do. I could be wrong, though. I feel like they would be above Fire. Yeah. Michi's my king. Said I was the best, best off meta IGL. Fuse about Fire. Further forth. That's good. Yeah, Tux, you didn't really miss anything. We put Anarchy under F1 on High Diamond. That's about it. Fuse above Fire. Yeah. I really... Oh, now here... See, here's where things get interesting. Here's where things get really juicy in Master now. Is Fusion better than F3? Or is F3 better than Fusion? Statistically, based off the last season, Fusion is the better team. If we take a look at... Yeah, they beat F3 they beat the... Now, granted, F3 did make a roster change, but they beat old F3 7-1-7-2. After stream, can we have a conversation? Sure. F3 is worse than Fuse? Yeah, I'm thinking the same thing. Fusion was going absolutely nuts. They beat IVI, which was insane. Did not expect that. They didn't do so hot against Acer. Still great, though. Fuse above F3? Yeah. Why are you saying I'm sorry, bruh? Genuine question. Fusion above F3. All right. This is looking good. Better players? Yeah. Well, and here's the thing. This is what I'm talking about. People staying as a team. They were going to make a good team. Decided, you know what? We're a good team. Stayed together. They're staying as a team. Because I know F3 wanted Mac. Curve was going to retire. And 10K was going to go somewhere else. And Ivis wanted Weirdo. But then they stayed on this team. So they have that chemistry from last season. I feel like definitely going to be up here. And then is Fusion better or worse than Valor? I feel like Valor is better than Fusion. Just because Fusion is a very frag heavy team. And Valor can very much, you know, Valor outsmarts them. Valor beats them. So these are our top 4. I think it's safe to say that that's locked. 10K Curve, Mag is crazy, yeah. Faded my goat. Yeah, Curve is actually, you know, Curve lives 30 minutes away from my house. About 30 to 40 minutes away. I was talking to him, but I actually need to go see him again. It's been a minute. Need to go get Waffle House. Curve was saying he was going to start playing the game more. So if he actually does and stays consistent with it, he'd go absolutely crazy. Because everyone thought that the play space nerf was going to get him bad because he really abused play spacing, but his aim is still so crazy. So he's still a phenomenal player. All right. Who's next? Who's the next victim? I kind of want to save Republic for a little bit. Just because I want to talk about it. You know, team bias and all that. Anytime Curve beats you, just pull up to his house. Yeah, no, when we play, when we end up playing Fusion in this season, I'm going to go to his house, disconnect his internet, and then play in his front yard on my hotspot so I can still play. Rebel next. All right, Rebel. Here we go. Interesting. See, now, here's the thing. Ranking... Okay, Onyx, you know what? We'll do Rebel and then we'll do Onyx, just because Rebel came up first. Here's the interesting thing. Are we going based off of where they will end if they do disband? Or if they lock in and they stay one of the higher teams? How are we going to rate Rebel? No, I just put them on Master just so it's up here. That's not my actual rating for it. How are we going to rate them? If they end up disbanding, it would be because they dropped to gold. Make a tier called Gonna Disband. I don't want to do that. I think it'll be fun to say, like, let's just assume. Please say smart. Yo, leave Rebel alone. Leave him alone. Do we want to rank them based off of if they would disband or Rebels getting Master, dropping gold, and disbanding? Yeah. Let's just say, do we want to rate them where they would be if they didn't stop playing the game and disband? Or do we want to do their finishing disband rank? That's what I want to know. If Rebel loses to any of the Diamond teams, probably mental chalk and disband. I don't think top Diamond teams, they would mental chalk and disband. I feel like they would the lower ones, though. Like mid-lower Diamond teams. Move Chaos and put Rebel low Diamond right now. Oh yeah, I meant to put... Yeah, Chaos Gold. Bob, I don't think Bob is still here. Sorry, Bob. Gold. If we do... So are we doing peak or not? That's the question here. What are we agreeing on? Peak or disband? Would only make sense to put them where they're gonna end. It is a placement list. Yeah. You know what? That's actually fair. That's fair. What are we agreeing on here? Are we gonna leave them at low diamond? Maybe touch them later? Just for now, leave them at low diamond? Do like Rebel been on teams this before? Put them low diamond? Alright. Yeah, we'll leave them for we'll leave them there for now. If we want to change it, we'll go and change it. Yeah, I think that's a good spot to just kind of leave them at right now. All right. What next? Oh, who did we say we were doing next? Onyx? Shoot, which team was Onyx? This one, the one that says Onyx. Where is Onyx going? This is not my placement, just putting them here just for the sake of I don't have to drag it. Where's Onyx going? Let me go to the rosters so we can have a reference one more time. All right. Ivis's team. What are we doing with Onyx? Left tiny tanks for ranks. Is that for raise? Is that comp? That's comp, Gamma. That's comp. W decision. I'm not gonna lie, that is a very W decision. Raise's logo is actually pretty fire. High Diamond. Beating F1, Ragnarok, and Anarchy. Ooh, they're actually putting in work then. Really? And beat SV. Okay. Hot take, SV ain't getting in the master. Let's be honest, is that a very hot take? Is the take so hot? I think it's mildly chilly. I'm not gonna lie. I'm just gonna put that out there. It's a mildly chilly take. SV got very lucky with their matchups, in my opinion. Let's see. How are their matchups? Okay, they did beat Spectral. I'm gonna put this out there. They beat us in a challenge match. We were having... I know people make this excuse all the time. I'm not one to make excuses. But... we had connection issues. And there was a lot of... and there was a lot of just not great things happening in that scrim with hardware. Or that match with hardware. Yeah, SV is not making it into a... They beat F3? What? R3 low master, not gonna lie, just do it. Hey, give me a second. We're on Onyx. Or Onyx, what am I saying? We're not on Onyx, we're on... Wait, are we on Onyx? We're on SV. Are we doing SV? What are we on? Did you even say what we're doing? Aspect would have beat SV if they played you. Yes, Gamma. My goat would have carried them to victory. All right. Who are we actually? Are we putting SV? Are we putting SV up here? What are we doing? SV or someone else? Oh, the Rect is 8 basils, by the way. I'm not sure why they're 8 basils. I don't know why they go back to Rect. You know, since Rect is the org that's in like, what, 2-3 different games? I think 2. Do tiny than raised. Tiny than raised, gotcha. Alright, tiny tanks. SV High Diamond. Yeah, you know what? Let's get... Hold on. That's an interesting take. I'll save that. We'll do tiny, raised, then SV. That's the current order. Alright. Tiny. So we'll do tiny, raise... SV. Alright, these 3. Where's Tiny Tanks going? Tiny isn't that bad of a team, I'm not gonna lie. I've played against 4 and 5 stacks of them in ranked. Granted, I have not lost to them. But I have played, and they're not that bad. I'm as nuts at the game. Okay, you agree with Blue on SV? Gotcha. Like... I don't know if he's like on some sort of Breacher steroids or something, but anytime I see him, he is absolutely cracked when it comes to aim. I have played him on off-meta maps like Ship and Arctic, but on maps like Ship and stuff, this guy is a demon around corners, like tight play spaces. Am I wrong? Am I completely wrong? But I think gold to move on. Like, am I wrong on that? Is he good? Biggest mental chalkers? Oh, no, 100%. No, I know for a fact they mental chalk. I've heard them before. TKO crashes out a lot. So this is a mental chalk team. Okay. Straight to gold. Out of here. Low diamond? Really? Low diamond? We're really saying low diamond. You don't think high gold? Like, I mean, like the peak of gold, like top gold. You don't think there'll be top gold? Like right around. See, here's the thing. Ranks like this, ignore these because they're all messed up because the team's disbanding and all that and re-coming back. You don't think they'll be up here? Like, yeah, low diamond is crazy. That's what I thought too. You don't think they'll be like top gold? I would say like 17th and below. High gold? Yeah, that's what I thought. Yeah, they're high gold. Got a lot worse with you leaving. No self-glaze. No, that's fair, Gamma. That's fair. You're actually really good. You're a really good teammate. If they get the right games, they can get diamond. Yeah, but then that's kind of cheesing the system. That's like what that's what Hexa did, aka Horizon. That's how we got so high. All right. What else? We're doing this now. Let me pull up. Do I have to? I have to look it up. Okay. There. Is it gonna load? There it is. Am I a good player? You are a good player, Blue. I'm not gonna lie, I was kind of scared of you back in BMM. If you're who I'm thinking of. All right. Raise. Goat. Oh, this is low diamond. How do you say this guy's name? He has a goofy name. I've seen him before. I'm like, how do you even say that? Is it goat or ghost? If he has a 3 as an S, that is the stupidest thing I've ever seen. What is it? I have to know. Actually, Anonymous. Dude, Anonymous is good at the game. People sleep on Anonymous. Blue.X is #1 worldwide. That team has traumatized me from the amount of tickets I got against them back when they were every key in Echo. They're the sole reason I gave up my moderation perms. I didn't want to deal with that. Trust me, great comms. Del Mental Chalk. Tadashi is good. Yeah, I know Tadashi's good. Ghost? Okay, it is Ghost. You have to tell him that 3 is like the stupidest thing. I'm not gonna like. Are we in agreement there? That is a goofy username. Yeah, Raise. Yeah, I could see that being. You have Glyco. Glyco's. I'm not gonna lie. Glyco is such a mid player, in my opinion. I think he's really a mid player. He also needs to change his name because the Glyco glaze is kind of crazy. His team is low diamond. Yeah, somewhere in diamond. Above or below Rebel, though? No, I'm not gonna lie. They're below Rebel. Best low diamond team? Really? You think you're better than Rebel? Have you played Rebel? Glyco's been improving a lot. Gotcha. Players kind of unknown. Teams above it have better players. Ah. Yeah, really Ray's better than Rebel. I really think Rebel's better than Raze. Dang, we still don't have Master completely full yet, too. We still have 2 spots in Master. Gotta wait for the stream delay to catch up. Let's go. Waiting for those responses. Raze or Rebel, who's higher? Keep in mind, this is Rebel after losing a couple of games and then disbanding. Umbra Silver. Umbra Silver is crazy. They're not a silver team. They are at least gold. I've played them before. They're not that terrible. Close to beating Fire. Beat F3 like crazy. Alright. Raise above Rebel. Fair. You guys played when I wasn't there, right? Like, I wasn't there? Because I hate the self-glaze and stroking my own ego, but I play a huge role on R3 when it comes to strategy and stuff like that. I'm the main IGL. Because they kind of, when they play without me, they kind of just go by, like, plays and stuff that I've given them. And then Scorch is a pretty good IGL, too, so he kind of changes things up. Yeah, I was playing without me. That's what I thought. I don't remember playing you guys. Alright. Who's next? Who are we doing next? R3 low diamond. Move Onyx and F1 up. Put Raze high diamond. F3 low diamond. That's a lot of changes, Blue. R3, you think that we're gonna be a low diamond team? Like, legit. You legit think we're gonna be a low diamond? I want to know what people think about us. Keep in mind, we tied Valor in a scrim. With a roster we changed 3 times mid-scrim. And if we count the last map, which I personally don't, but if you want to count it, the last one was our worst lineup. They have this guy. Ah, red. That's crazy. Blue. That's wild. I'm getting trolled. Best low diamond if Raze moves up. Dang. That's crazy. I feel like we're kind of still unknown right now, I'm not gonna lie. Because I feel like most teams around the diamond range that we've played, I've only played in the higher scrims. I've hardly played at all with R3. I've only played against like Valor, and a couple of other teams. R3 high diamond. Yeah. We'll see. Because I will say right now, here, let's go to Republic real quick. I will say our current lineup, R3 high diamond, need 8 master teams. These other teams 8 hitting master. Move on, accept. Gotcha. We'll worry about filling master if we get them kind of there. Raise F3, high diamond, SV low. Yeah, our current main roster is me, Scorch, Trick, Beam, and Cup. When Darius joins, he will be replacing Cup on main. And then there is another player we're getting that might take either Trick or Scorch's spot, depending on who's just playing better. That's the current lineup. All right. So we're moving Onyx up. Hey, Dusty, how's it going? So we're moving Onyx up to bottom of low master. Are we all in agreement of that? Bottom of low master. R3 about the same skill level. Raze and R3. I haven't played Raze once again, so I don't know. Interesting. All right. Yeah, I think it's a fair play to put Onyx in low master. I think that's fair. Yeah. We'll leave him there for now. Were we moving? You said move F1 up. I really don't want to move F1 up. I feel like they're kind of a high diamond team though. Played them with Angel as a sub and a Mango entire Tiger, but they did one. Gotcha. We do have to put Republic somewhere. Where are we putting Republic? Personally, in my own opinion, I obviously have some bias because I know how good my team is from all the stuff we've been doing without playing other teams because we haven't branched out much. I feel like Republic is a low master high diamond team. They don't got the chem yet with the newbies. Yeah, Dusty, this is a I do fully agree with that. This is a current where will teams be finishing type of thing. And Fusion? What do you mean Fusion? Fusion is basically the exact same roster it was before. Fusion still has their main lineup, right? Who are they missing? Jekyll. Move, raise with R3? Oh. Like put are you saying put raise up in high diamond? Running faded and solo a lot? Gotcha. Gotcha, Dusty. I still feel like, keep in mind, high master is top 4, low master is 5 through 8. Mac 10k curve faded solo. You're right, that does kind of change it a bit. So they're not playing Rezi and Weirdo? I thought Rezi and Weirdo would play over faded and solo. Back what happened. When did you leave, Tux? I haven't realized you left. Did I completely miss that? You just didn't announce it. Can only see what happens in scrims, so it's all... Yeah. Scrims are scrims. Yeah, I fully agree with that. It's kind of hard to tell. I'm gonna say we're... Holy English. I'm gonna say we're just gonna leave them... We're just gonna leave them there for now. Just to be safe. Availability or something? Yeah, probably. So is Raze getting moved up to high diamond? 10-20 minutes ago? Well, you can see what happened right here. We have ranked these teams. These are these rankings. Is Raze getting moved to high diamond? Because originally we put them at the top of, like, the highest of low diamond. Keep in mind, diamond isn't that many teams. It'll be like, what, 9th through 15th, something like that? I guess we can classify as diamond, and 15th and below is gold. Because we can move them to, like, the bottom of high diamond. If we want to do that. I'm moving fire up to above Acer. When fire is a better team. How about that? I'm just messing with you, Dusty. Yeah, I think you guys are actually gonna... I think you guys are legitimately gonna be, like, right around here. Right around here is about where fire's gonna be. SV and Ragnarok, low diamond. We're moving quickly now. SV and Rag, low diamond. Low diamond. Who's better, SV or Ragnarok? Like I said, I haven't paid much attention to Ragnarok. SV really hasn't changed since they've just been who they are. Hello, are we gonna load? Rag. Ragnarok. See where it's stalemate. Ragnarok's better than SV in my opinion. Worse than Rebel, better than SV. Yeah, Rag is better. Yep. Full agreement. Alright, we still have another master spot. Keep that in mind. Ooh, hold on. This is an interesting one. Let's do the IVI cadets. Because this is a very interesting one. Because I know Gizmo's running this, and he's going to be running it, like, pretty consistently. What are they called? Breachers cadets, okay. I wish they would get a different logo for the tier list, though. So Gizmo... Featherant. Featherant's actually pretty good at the game. Jada's pretty decent. Splunge is actually pretty decent. Splunge is a diamond player. So I would say Jaded is. IVI better than SV? Or Ragnarok? It's hard to tell with the delay. Everyone already said. ZK is leaving to play... Oh. ZK going to fail. That's interesting. What are we doing with the IVI cadets? Above SV? Under SV? Probably better than SV. Because SV's been a team for longer, so I feel like they have that chemistry to beat them. But I feel like they would outgun them. So I'm kind of torn between these two. This one's kind of tough. What are we thinking? What are we thinking? Above? Yep. Hello, Gage. We're agreeing above for now. I think we'll leave it there. All right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We have 8 teams left. Mysterious Lunchbox, gold, under Tiny Tanks. I think that's kind of a no-brainer. Above Gizmo Demon, yeah, Gizmo's really good. All right. Win agreement, Mysterious Lunchbox, right there, gold, metal gold. Yeah. Alright, that's where our lunchbox is going. Umbra is silver. Why do we keep saying this? Are they actually silver? Like, legitimately? Okay, I don't know any of these players. You might be onto something. Lunchbox lost GTZ, but got Mabel. Nothing's really changed. With that change, I'm not gonna lie. I feel like it's kind of the same. Yeah, I don't know these people. Downpour looks like an Onward player with that profile picture. It looks like an Animal House PFA. Silver. Yeah, we'll put them in silver. Dude, these players look like Onward players. Are they Onward players? Does anyone know that? It looks like a team. There were a lot of people at VRMLCon who said they would start playing Breachers after watching it because they got so invested. Onward team moving over. I was right! Let's go! You could just tell. You can tell they're Onward players. Alright. Silver. First silver team. Probably only silver team. Well, hold on. We got SV next. Or Sunset Ravens. But yeah, a lot of Onward players in Vale, Pavlov were inspired to hop over to Breachers. So we might be seeing new teams pop up, like Umbra. Sunset Ravens NA. Os. Yaucha. Domi. Interesting. Haven't really seen him play in a bit. Ooh, it's Spectral fan club member Spectral. Yeah, this is... I think it's safe. We should like get all the Orion Drift teams to play Breachers. So we have 300 NA teams. Yeah. Get those echo numbers up. Low gold. That's fair. Under Chaos Casters. Chaos Casters is unironically better than Sunset Ravens. Got slightly better low gold. Yeah. Low gold. I think we're all in agreement with that. Bottom of gold. Just above top of silver. What is this? Oh, no name. All right, next is no name. What have we got here? Let's see. No name. Yep, here's some of those other players. Gecko! Forgot! My goat Gecko. Dude, Gecko's so good at this game. He's so good. I really hope he starts playing a lot more. Because he was so good in his prime. Elite. Okay, I know Keezy can shoot. From watching him at VRMLCon. I know for a fact he can shoot. This guy's actually kind of cracked. Elite's pretty good too. Vivid is also pretty decent. This is all going off of aim. Keezy, I feel like, can actually be like a really good player. If he gets like great game sense. I think he was the one that was messing up Kodiak really bad. She just went, why do I feel like I've seen this player? Oh, that's why they were on reload. Where do we think No Name's gonna go? Low diamond, high gold. I fully agree with that. I feel like they're gonna be just under SV. Because these are the kind of players that'll actually commit to the game. And like genuinely be a good, like, they already have the chemistry and stuff from being together on a team on a different game. I feel like they'll be just under SV. Well, hold on. Yeah, you know what? Yeah. Then with good aim. Yeah, I agree. Their aim's going to carry them. I feel like they're going to be just under SV, just for the fact that SV has been playing Breachers a lot longer. All right, who's next? Pantheon, if they fully return. I know Freck wants to bring them back. So this is assuming Pantheon returns. Where's Pantheon going to go? Ascended Death, bro. I haven't seen him in a minute. Assuming they come back. Right now, it's not looking they'll fully come back, but if they do. Because they were a top diamond team before they disbanded. If they fully come back, are we thinking bottom, like the very bottom of low diamond? Just because they haven't played in a while? And it wouldn't be as strong as they used to be? They were very ratty. They ain't making it back. Well, okay, assuming if they fully came back and committed like they used to, low diamond. If not, then they're silver. Are we putting them in bronze, though? Do we put them in bronze or the bottom of silver? So are they going to be washed? Yeah, that's what I'm saying. They're going to be washed. Are we happy putting them in silver? I feel like that's kind of a good spot for them. Because I feel like they'll play if they come back. This is all an if. If they come back, they will start out a little strong. Yeah, put in silver. Gotcha. They're staying there. If they come back, they'll be a little. I'll put them above Umbra. If they come back, they'll play some games, and then probably get tired, then disband. That's my assumption. This is what's gonna happen. If they come back. All right, 8 Basils is next, aka Wrecked. Let's check this out. All right. They did? Okay, so they picked up Emilio. Pride also joined, and Ninja Tim. This is a very interesting lineup. Very interesting. Where are we putting these guys at? I feel like they could be a low diamond team just above SV. It might be ambitious. But I feel like that's kind of where they're because I feel like Hero, Tim, and Emilio will kind of carry this team to low diamond just under the cadet. Well, they might be just over the cadet team. Diamond and Master, Tim scares you. Yeah, but Tim can only do so much, though, and he hasn't been playing recently. I feel like they would be just under Rag. Just under Rag or just under Rebel. One of these two. Low diamond vibes. That's what I'm saying. They have some great players, but it's overall not the best roster. And Emilio sometimes mental chalks too. 3 people and then some random. Yeah. Dynamite's not that bad at the game though. He has decent aim. Who is Pillow on it? Oh, is it just Pillow? Yeah, Pillow's not bad either. What are we talking about? Just 3 people. Pillow's not bad. These four aren't that bad at the game. These 4 is a good lineup. Talking about some 3 people. And then the rest are terrible. Yeah, I feel like it's safe to say they'll be above Ragnarok. I feel like that's a safe assumption. Here, let's go back to Rag. Yeah. I do have Trip Nog. Q Stale. Yeah, no, I feel like they're gonna be above Rag. Above Rag, below Rebel. Is that fair? Can we agree on that? I feel like you guys are underestimating them a little bit. I feel like this is a fair placement for them. I'm not gonna lie. I feel like that's perfectly fair. Forgot Ray still plays? Yeah, Ray still plays the game. Just not as much as he used to. Empire is gonna be so bronze. And Riptide is gold. I feel like I remember thinking Riptide was gonna be gold. Let's do Riptide real quick. Finished 12th? Rag below Wrecked? Yeah. Alright, so we agree with that. Alright. Rexy is the only good player. No offense to anyone else here. Who used to be on the team? Radio, Hutch, Billy. Alright. Yeah, Rexy's the only good player on that team. I feel like Riptide is a great spot to put here. Am I wrong for that? Top of silver? Like just below SV? Cookie's decent? I haven't seen Cookie play. Is he actually? You're lying. Since when was he on Empire? Was he a sub for Empire? He might have been. Hold on. They could be gold. Wait, hold on. Gold. That good for Rip? You know what? Yeah, we might. Yeah, we'll stick in gold. It's kind of hard to be silver. I'm not gonna lie. There's not a lot of silver. We'll put them low gold. We'll just put them there. Last one so far. We're off to Empire. Which should be right here. Yeah. Bad availability. Gotcha. All right. Empire. Were there any other teams? No, it's just Empire. So Empire had people on it when I originally made this. I don't remember who left. Golden played good, depending on his day. Gotcha. If I feel like iDot would make the team again. Empire ain't coming back. Getting recruited to other teams. Haven't seen him scrim. All right. Do we want to put Empire in bronze, or do we want to, just in case they have a potential comeback, do we want to put them in like bottom of silver or bronze, or do we just want to get rid of them? Silver, bronze, silver, bronze. I think it's safe to, you know what? Yeah, it's safe to say they're not coming back. We're putting them in bronze. Now, here's the thing. Here's the little thing. We have one more master spot. One more. What are we doing here? Do we bump up R3 to low master, or is someone else above us? Because I'm not gonna lie, we've been kind of popping off. At least when I've played with them. I haven't seen scrims, I've just seen scrim scores. Think it's a low chance. Iconic retired. Gotcha. Joined back when they basically disbanded. Flurry, I want to see... You want to scrim R3? Alright. You have to talk to... I'm not available to play until... I won't be playing until, like, Friday or Saturday. I think Friday. And I think we're going to try to scrim Valor on Friday. So if you want me in a scrim, it's going to have to be after Friday. Chaos Caster's Master. You're right. Top Master. Why did I just drag Empire? Chaos Caster's Top Master. You're right. Get the screenshots now. These are the predictions. DM Scorch. Gotcha. He should get back to you. I'll tell him as well. Alright. Oh, shoot. I keep knocking my mic. Sorry about that. Don't know if it makes a lot of noise or not. Probably does. Whoops. Are we, is R3 getting bumped up to low master or no? What are we doing here? Like I said, we did tie Valor. Leave it with an open master spot. You know what? That's actually fair. That is very fair. Because, like... I won't say... I really hate to glaze my own team. I just really feel like we could be low master. I really feel like we can. Because when Rebel disbands, Darius is joining. And then we have another player. You know what? Hold on. Let me... I can say this. Let's go... Who are we looking at? Dopiest. We're looking at trying to bring Dopiest onto the team. All high diamond teams are good contenders for that spot. Yeah. Watch No Name pop off and get mastered. That would be hilarious. That would be awesome. I would love to see that. But yeah, we're trying to bring Dopiest on. So if Dopiest joins and when Rebel disbands, main lineup will probably be me, Scorcher. So it'll be me, Beam, Darius, Dopiest, and then Trick Scorch, depending on who's playing. That would be our main. I think that's fair to leave it open, though. Because at the moment, looking at the moment, and like I said, this is all of us making this together, so... Is this where we're leaving it? This what we're doing? F1 roster been popping off. Yeah, I feel like F1 has been too. All of these 4 teams right here, all in high master, I feel like are really close. I feel like we're all going to be fighting each other for that, or high master, high diamond. I feel like we're all going to be fighting each other for low master. Put Crimson on No Name. It's wraps for the season. Really? You think so? Crimson making another team. Oh, wait, you're right. That's Gecko. Wait, no, you're actually... I'm not going to lie. If No Name starts having people pop off, he'll probably try to poach them. Like, bro, he already took speed. He already took wound from me last season, and then he took speed from me. Why you move F1 to the bottom of high diamond? Did I? I did. Why did I do that? I had them here. I did not mean to do that. So are we locked? Is this locked? Are we good to fully go? This stream lasted a lot longer than I thought it would. A lot to talk about. Looks good. All right, then I will be seeing you guys whenever I stream again, hopefully soon. Might be talking about utility and stuff. Also need to do Orion stuff, so I don't know. I might do the same thing for Orion coming up. We'll see. Season starts September 1st for Orion. Season starts a little bit later for Breachers. We'll start in September, though. Hopefully. But yeah, that is it for now. Goodbye.